everybody? This is Categorizes from GamerFusion.com, and I am here to bring you, I guess, a farewell type video of Trials of Osiris Week 3. This week was a very interesting and, I won't say complicated, but a very different feel to Trials of Osiris. The map in general was just a very weird map to play, and also, I mean, it kind of favored anybody that played this map. If you was able to get a head glitch against somebody, you could, easily kill them with ease, because as you see, like the head glitch I was just using between that rock, and then across where I was looking at, you could also head glitch. There's just so many different head glitches in this map, which was very, very annoying to try to play against. I was not a fan of it at all. I guess these last two maps I just have not been a fan of. They are not fun to play against, I guess you can say. The last two was, Widows. I don't remember exactly what this map is called. I know it Widow something. And then Pantheon, the last one. I guess I'm not a fan of them because they're, it's just been long range maps, and I'm not big of a sniper. And then plus with bringing into a sniper, it brings final round and everything else in general. So that doesn't make me a fan of the game. It makes me not want to play Trials a lot less. But out of all that, Trials is Trials. I guess you can say that, everyone is going to be trying to final round. But you can't really stop it, unless you add restrictions to Trials, which I do not see in the near future. But what I am hoping for is a smaller map for this. Just this map in general, even though, like I was saying, with the sniping, it's just too big of a map for 3v3. I'm just not a fan of how big the map is, especially, but I am very glad what they did with Trials, with the last update, how if people, if people see that they're going to be going against another good people, that they use the character selection screen and leave without getting a loss. They did add where if people do try to do that you will get like a temporary ban, I guess you could say. But I'm glad that they did that. One thing they still do need to fix is that if you do get kicked offline off like a canary or a weasel or something like that, they need to fix where you don't get a loss for it, or if you do get a loss, actually, yeah, you need a loss for it, but if you have mercy, it fixes it. It don't need a glitch where, if you do have mercy, that it still gives you a loss on your card, even though your mercy was not used. So they do need to fix that very more. But in general of Trials, I guess you can say it was a good week. But then again, you can say it wasn't. Thorn was a big, I guess you can say primary used in this week, and then you didn't see much snipers, or not snipers, but shotguns. So I guess, like I said, you switch for a sniper shotgun for a final round sniper. So it was kind of like your pick of the litter of which one you want and which one you don't want to go against. So that was very annoying, but like I said, you have to get used to it. That's just the game in general. People knew that's what they was gonna run into Trials, so it does suck. But what you do. Another thing I did find out while I was playing this is the type of classes you more ran into. This map kind of favored hunters because of the variety of how big the map is, with like golden gun, I wouldn't say necessarily Blade Dancer because you still gotta get up close, but Golden Gun was a very big priority for this map just because of the range that Golden Gun can do against you. So I mean, it did help a lot to be a hunter. So I did see that a lot more. You know, you've seen a little bit of Blade Dancers, but you didn't see Blade Dancers as much as you would on other maps. Like for smaller maps, I would definitely recommend Blade Dancer because you can move around a lot more, and plus, you know, pretty much it's a lot better if you go around a corner. And you know, Golden Gun, you get shot down real easy and slow movement. But like I said, Trials was particularly different this week. I'm hoping, you know, like I said, I would have never guessed this map for the DLC map in general. I would, you know, I figured they would bring out a DLC map in the future, like the near future, like week 5 or 6. I figured that they would have brought it out, a DLC map, but in the 3rd week, I would have never guessed it. I honestly thought it was going to be Cauldron, as I had a video of me pretty much trying to guess what it was. But I never would have guessed that it would have been this one. Like I said, I wouldn't have guessed it was this one because it being only week 3. I figured that that they would try to push out Cauldron just because of they pushed Pantheon, and both of them was added to, I guess you can say, the queue of the map rotations for Iron Banner, as if, you know, you've seen for people that did play Iron Banner this week whenever it came out. In Control, they added it. In Rumble, I believe that they added it. I'm pretty sure that they added it in Rumble. You know, so they added it in a lot more rotation than just, you know, I believe it was only in Skirmish sometimes, and then also, I know it was in double Skirmish. I do remember it being in double Skirmish. But they add it in just multiple rotations now, and I believe it's in every single map, or not every single map, but every single game mode. So I figured they would have tried to push it out, or they would have tried to push a small map out, like Anomaly, Asylum, something like that. So I never would have guessed that they would have put the DLC map out so early, I guess you can say. But I honestly think it was a bad decision by them, because not a lot of people knew how to play this map. So I feel like a lot of people tried to stay away from it as much as they could, or, you know, get carried from it, which them not even paying attention to it. So I don't think it was a great choice by them. But then again, that's Bungie for you. They try to push stuff out that you aren't ready for. So that's, you know, that's Bungie. You can't really change much with it. You gotta live and die by it. And this week, you know, a lot of people died by it. Some people lived by it. Some people like this type of, I guess, variety of game mode in which you have to pretty much sit back and snipe, and it's not, you know, rushing. You know, a lot of people love to rush, but then again, a lot of people love to sit back and snipe and try to find the game out in general. Make it a slow game instead of, you know, fast-paced game. Because that's pretty much what all this was a fast-paced, or a slow-paced game. Pretty much it was trying to pick off one by one, and then, you know, if you did get picked off, you would probably have one person sit back with the sniper watching that orb and be ready to pick them off one by one, I guess you can say, and just keep hitting them until you get numbers and, you know, your team jump up and get them, pretty much. But like I said, it wouldn't be my map choice, I guess you can say. I would definitely rather not see this map ever again, even though we might see it in the future. I would really recommend never to see this map, and would recommend not to see a DLC map in general for a while. I'd rather see a map that a lot of people know and not a map that we don't know, especially one that just came out. I hope you did like this video. Please let me know what you did think of this week's trials, and if anyone did make it to the lighthouse. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.